So I'm joined by a special guest. We haven't had her on in a while. We miss her. Her name is JAX. You know her from American Idol. JAX, welcome back to New Jersey 101.5.
Yay!
How you doing?
I'm excited. There's Duncan.
You know, it's funny you say that because the buzz last night going back and forth was, JAX usually brings donuts.
Always.
So there was a question like, do you think there'll be donuts?
Oh, I'm like an awkward person, and I feel like food is always the answer.
That's the icebreaker?
It's always the icebreaker.
Is that why you do that?
Yeah, I even had some kids over this weekend, kids who were on American Idol record, and I'm like, how do I ordered so much pizza. I was just like, I'm just going to overload it with pizza. So
Pizza's
we don't even
a great
have to talk.
icebreaker.
We could just put the pizza in our mouth, and no one has to say anything, and it's just
See,
food.
that's why we get along, because to me, it's all about food. Yeah, because it's right. Oh, right, because it's food.
Because pizza.
Did you see the bacon out there? Did you have bacon?
I didn't,
There's
but I
bacon.
saw it. I was going to go for it. I'm trying to be in shape, Bill.
You bringing donuts? What are you?
Yeah,
you know.
for you.
All right, thanks. I think the bacon and the donuts go together.
I'm here to just watch it.
That's what I think. So, so you've been a little quiet on social media lately, which is odd for you, right?
Yeah,
but now you've got a lot coming up, and I know you're here to you want to share some stuff with us, and I appreciate it.
I have a lot to catch everybody up with.
So first, you've got a song that you're working on.
I actually have been in the studio kind of nonstop, as always, and we have a catalog of music, and I'm going out to LA in a few days too to get some stuff done, and we're going to kind of pick from all that material. And in November, around November 6th, we're probably going to put out.
Okay. How's the last one doing? Because we love it.
Oh, it's
we
fun.
play it. We love it.
Yeah. It's so funny, not to be a Duncan trader here, but Starbucks literally just tweeted the lyrics at me.
Did they really?
Yesterday, and I was so excited.
That's great.
I was homeschooled. I don't have that many friends, but Starbucks is definitely one of them.
Look, you got a lot of friends here. All right, you got a lot of friends here.
Yes.
So you've been. And I know you got a marathon coming up, and I want to talk about that because you're raising money for a charity, which ties into your announcement. You've got a health issue that has kept you on the sidelines, at least for the last few weeks.
Yeah. Gosh, yeah. It's like the last couple of months. I've been going through a lot. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, which is, I didn't actually, this is the first time I'm saying it, so I'm super nervous. But
all right, don't be.
I'm nervous.
Don't be. We're all friends here.
I know it's a scary word, but
so
it's
thyroid
been a lot.
cancer.
Yes.
Wow. When did you get that diagnosis?
Well, it was so funny because I put out a blog statement just now. I haven't put it live. I guess I'll do that now. But it was basically around the time where we were doing the Webster Hall show, and we sold it out, so we were all really excited about it. I was 100% engulfed in rehearsal and getting ready for the show, and we were all really excited. But I was going through a lot. I was traveling a lot and living out of a suitcase and waking up kind of tired and was losing my voice a lot and just kind of depressed and in a really dark place. And my parents knew something was up because it was not normal. I'm always stressed out. I have a lot of anxiety, but that comes with the business. And this was kind of different because it was just a lot of weight. It felt different this time. So I ended up going home for a minute, getting ready for the show. But I was grocery shopping with my parents, and I felt like a lump, like a small lump in my throat.
Wow. Yeah.
And I was like, we should check this out maybe. But I'm kind of a bro when it comes to all that stuff, and I was I let it go. My dad was like, "You should go to the doctor."
Right?
Yeah, I really was like, "Ugh, no, who cares?"
That is a typical guy thing.
It was a guy thing.
Yeah,
I was
total
like,
guy
"No,
thing.
man, it's cool. We should probably just get back to rehearsal." And so we just went. It's such a guy thing. I went to urgent care. I didn't even go to a doctor.
No kidding.
I went to the one on 18. Yeah, I was like, it's probably just sinus infection.
So you walked into urgent care with a sore throat.
I
did,
what
happened?
And they even said, they were like, "Yeah, it's pretty unlikely that it's anything serious. So." If it makes you feel better, we'll give you an ultrasound prescription and you can go in and get some tests done. So it did make my mom feel better. So we did do that. And they diagnosed me after a few things. They diagnosed me with Hashimoto disease, which is, I did have it.
What is that?
It's like a hormone thing. People don't really realize how important the thyroid actually is. I even wrote in this blog that it's more important than your actual brain because it was really messing with all of my emotion. It was putting me in such a strange place I've never been in. I'm usually pretty bubbly, but yeah, they were like Hashimoto disease. When they went for the ultrasound, there were 18 tumors on my thyroid.
Wow.
And yeah, so they were like, okay, we finally found it. You'll be on medication. You probably should go gluten-free. That was the thing. And
no kidding.
Never did that, but
no.
Pizza, donuts.
Pizza, donuts. I mean, food. French toast, pancakes.
But they before the show, they were like, just to double check, the thyroid people were like, yeah, you should go into the hospital and get biopsied. And I did, which was so scary because they stick like a needle in your neck and they biopsy the tumors.
Yeah.
And it came back.
That's healing, though. You got a little.
It's like
nick on your throat.
forgot. I told my dad today. I was like, Dad, I didn't wear a Band-Aid. I literally forgot.
No,
to
but
wear
you can
one.
really.
It's creepy looking. I know. It
No, I don't think
gnarly.
so. You notice it way more than
It's
anybody
like a
else is
shark
going to
bite.
notice it.
Sorta.
Truthfully, your emoji T-shirt is going to be the
poop.
distraction. So believe me, no one's going to notice the little scar.
Yeah, that's what I was going
The poop
for that.
emoji.
I was like, thyroid cancer, poop emoji, whatever.
So what's next for you? Because so bring me back to the diagnosis though. So doctor tells you you've got cancer.
Yeah, that was scary. I'm the kind of person that likes to I joke about serious things because I'm really awkward, and my mom was not joking about it. Everybody was really emotional. She was like, I got the call a couple of days after the Webster Hall show. I noticed Webster Hall was a really hard gig because I was in pain, and they were like, it's probably because of the tumors and Hashimoto that was messing with you.
Feedback was great though, by the way.
Thanks. I was so upset with it. Honestly, I didn't tell people either. I was like really bummed because it was a lot. It was hard to hear, and I was having a hard time. Just my body was whacking out.
Yeah.
I was emotionally and physically kind of all over the place. And it was cool though to have the fans there finally, a reunion. It always makes me feel good to have them involved. But I knew I was going through something. I knew I was sick and had to figure it out, but I didn't realize like 4 days after the show, I got a call from the hospital, and they were like, they told my parents. My parents didn't tell me because I was working and they didn't want to bother.
Yeah.
They didn't know how to tell me. So I came home and they were like, so JAX, sit down. We have to talk.
What did you think when, because parents sit kids down,
say
like,
no.
you don't know what goes through your mind. Yeah.
I was like,
right?
Oh God. I was like, this is crazy. I don't know.
So your dad had to actually deliver the message.
I was like, stop. Because, they told me, they were like, it was precautionary to go get those biopsies. They were like, you're too young. There's no way. And then they were like, okay, so 12 out of those 18 tumors ended up being cancerous. So they had to kind of immediately get rid of it. Yeah. They'll maybe find a couple on like half of the thyroid and take out half. And that's kind of, but they found it all over kind of in the parathyroids too. I don't want to get into it's confusing, the medical part of it, but
you've had the surgery.
I did almost right away.
And they removed all the tumors?
They took all of it out. Yeah. And it's so funny. My little brother comes in the room, like they're wheeling me out of surgery. And they're like, okay, JAX, time to go to bed, whatever. And my brother's like, dude, man, I tried to tell you that the industry was cutthroat. As I'm sitting there, this giant.
I love it. I love it.
Like,
Matthew.
I was like, can someone punch him because I'm on way too much medication right now to even react to this?
Wow. So he's got your personality.
Oh God, he knew me the best. He joked about it like I would. So at least he tried to make light of it. I know, like everybody's so serious. My mother's like hysterical. Everybody was. Even now, even after the process, throughout the whole thing, I'm the kind of person that I don't like getting emotional about that.
Yeah.
I'd rather just like play it cool. Yeah. But it was pretty scary.
Yeah, I bet it was. It's hard to call him your little brother. I mean, he's out, he's in Paris Island. This brother. Is, giant Marine brother. We are joined by JAX from American Idol. JAX shared with us for the first time publicly that she was diagnosed with cancer. JAX, a few months ago? When was the diagnosis?
Yeah, I think about 3 months ago, right after kind of everything. Yeah, it was crazy. We were just talking about because it kind of runs in my family. My grandfather had it.
It was thyroid cancer.
Thyroid cancer, yeah. It's hard to say because it was. We were like, okay, so what stage is it in when and they can't really tell you. They don't know. So all I know is that I was, as of late, around the time I was feeling whatever, it was affecting my body finally, and maybe it was too throughout Idol. I don't even know if it was on tour or whatever it was, but it was scary because my grandfather, after his surgery, he still can't talk.
Wow.
Because it's hard to explain, but the vocal cords are right over it, I think. Yeah. And so in the surgery, it's.
So you had some good doc.
I really did. I was so lucky. Yeah. The whole team rocked. I had a cute doctor too. They played fat bottom girls. They played fat bottom girls as they were putting me to sleep. They kind of like got my energy. They were like, "This girl is obviously not taking life seriously right now." So we got a lot of folks that want to talk to you, and I know myself and the station. We really appreciate your courage because I think it's very difficult, even if you're a public person, to talk about things like that. And I know you feel awkward about it, but I give you a lot of credit. You've been smiling since you got here. Well,
so it's all
I'm happy
good.
to be here. I'm always happy to be here. This is like I always tell you guys are my favorite. And hometown
This is almost like your living room.
It really is. Every time we come here, well, me and my dad have no sense of directions. There's like a confusing maze hallway.
You should never get lost coming here.
We get lost.
You've been here enough.
I see you guys got a foosball table, which is really cool.
You see the foosball? It's not plugged in, though. I got a lot of questions about the foosball table. Let's not bring that up, because the plug has been lying in the middle of the floor for weeks now.
Wait, I didn't even know it needed electricity.
Neither did I. I don't know much about foosball. Anyway, Joe in Middletown. You're on New Jersey 101.5 with JAX. Good morning.
Oh, a phone call. Oh, okay.
Hey, good morning.
Morning, Joe.
Hi. So I was in 2006. I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer.
Ooh, you're a fighter.
Yeah. So when I first heard it, everybody got scared. I had 2 children. I have 2 children. My wife was a wreck.
Yeah.
We had a great experience with a great hospital, great doctor.
Yeah.
Since 2006, thank God, everything's looking great.
Okay.
So just wanted to tell you to keep your head up and keep fighting, and you'll be great.
Thank you. I'm like, it was really scary. That's crazy. You have a wife and kids and everything, and it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. So like I said, when we found out, you hear that word, the cancer word, and everybody gets scared, but
yeah, it was
it's
hard.
A very terrible cancer, and thank God, ever since I've been doing good. So just keep your head up. You'll be great.
Thank you.
God bless you, Joe. Thanks for sharing that. Mike
Seriously.
in Bridgeton, you're on with JAX and New Jersey 101.5. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Mike.
How are you, JAX?
What's going on?
Where'd you have your surgery done?
Cornell. They, Columbia Presbyterian has like the whole crew in Manhattan. So Cornell. It was Dr. Fahey. He was the bomb.com.
Thebomb.com.
I was thyroid cancer about 4 years ago.
Okay.
Nobody could figure out why I was losing weight. I lost 75 pounds.
Oh, lucky.
And yeah, lucky.
That worked out for you.
But so they did. It's after many different kinds of things. Look, it was thyroid.
Yeah.
And I had mine done at the Robert Wood Johnson Cancer Institute.
Yeah, it's a good place.
And I'm sorry about your granddad. Because my doctor, they took the time to set the patients down in the classroom for about an hour, going over the different pitfalls that can happen. And I mentioned his name.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
His name is Stanley Truskins, and he's head of thoracic surgery in the Robert Wood Johnson. And the vocal cord issue is you're lucky, and so am I, because they are right there.
They're right there. It's a heart procedure. Also, with the Hashimoto that I had, everything was really swollen. The surgery was supposed to be like 2-3 hour surgery.
How long were you under?
It went like 5 hours.
Can you imagine the skill set of the doc to be able to go there for 5 hours in that intricate maneuvers? Hey, Mike, God bless you. Happy you're okay now, and thank you for calling New Jersey 101.5. So we're joined this morning by JAX from American Idol. JAX, it's so good to see you. So glad you came in today.
Hey, Bill. I just fell out of the chair.
And are you okay? You all right? You can raise that chair. There's a little thing on the side.
I'm so uncoordinated.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, you're mic level now. That's good.
Yeah.
Again,
comfy.
still distracted by the poop emoji shirt. Where'd you get that? Like, where do you
My
get
dad. I hoard them. I hoard emojis.
Where do you buy something like that?
I was at Walmart the other day, and they had those. You know how they have those giant crates, like cages, full of like big ball things and stuff. They had those. They had giant emoji pillows, and my most used emoji is the laughing face, like the ha ha ha. That's like crying, and that was my face.
See, I was wondering
I
who they are
thing.
marketing to with those big bins. Now I know.
Specifically me. Like
Now I know.
I bought it. I was walking around Walmart like, I got it. I got it. People
So
staring at me.
you had a tough announcement to make this morning.
Yeah.
That a few months ago you were diagnosed with cancer.
Yes.
And you battled thyroid cancer, and you've had the surgery.
I have, and now I am currently. All the doctors are really optimistic for a full recovery.
Now, do you have to go back every month, or what's
I go
the
back
process
a lot.
now? They've
I've never
removed how many
taken so much
tumors?
blood work in my life because they're constantly. Like,
How many
changing
tumors did they
medication.
remove?
They removed
More
the
than a
whole
dozen,
thing
right?
because it was covered in it. It was 12 out of the 18 tumors were cancer.
Wow.
So they have. I just kind of realized that. I guess I wasn't paying attention before the surgery, but someone said that to me the other day, and I was like, seriously, at the hospital, I didn't realize. Because I'm back and forth. I'm totally tight with all the doctors now because we're like a fam. I'm there a lot, so I'm doing the radiation treatment right now. So we're getting there. It's all good.
Yeah, you look great.
Thanks.
You look great. Thank you,
the
Jax.
poop.
Thank you. There you go. That's
It's
it.
the poop emoji.
Carrie in Massachusetts, you're on New Jersey 101.5 with Jax. Good morning.
Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
I have to make sure I can hear.
Can you hear?
Not really. I was
Carrie?
just playing it cool.
Go ahead, Carrie.
It's Kelly.
Oh, sorry, Kelly. Can you hear?
No, but I can hear here. I'm good.
Like, how could I make that
Kelly,
mistake?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sweet.
So it's Kelly. Sorry, Kelly. Anyway, you're on with Jax. Good morning.
Hi.
I'm really excited to hear your new music.
Oh my gosh, I'm excited too. That makes me happy. I'm working really hard. I've been like basically lounging out in my sweatpants post surgery, writing my butt off because I'm bored and I have to write now because I'm like the only therapy I have is writing and running. So around that time of the New York Marathon, I'm gonna run it, by the way.
So
Kelly.
it's the New York Marathon you're running?
Yes, 26 miles, and I want all the JAX Pack there to hang out with me and make sure that I don't pass out in the middle of the run. But I'm very dramatic. I'm like a really theatrical person, so I figure this is like the one way to kick its butt and like cross that finish line. And
Wait,
I'm gonna put out a song that I've been working on.
So the song. Wait,
it's a
have
lot.
you ever run a marathon before?
No.
All right, so
No. But everyone tells me I really it's on my bucket list. I run a lot.
5K.
Yeah, I did that. I did the zombie 5K.
That doesn't count. You were all. I saw
No, it
that.
does. I was running from zombies. It's even worse. No, I did. No, honestly, I'm going to try to run half one and see if I can pull that off. But I'm doing it. It's official. If you guys go on, you can go on. I just tweeted the link.
Okay.
crowdrise.com/JAXPack.
Okay.
I sent out a whole blog of my story. I sat down and wrote it and cried a little bit when I wrote it. But it was, I'm kind of raising money for Tuesday's Children, which is.
What is that?
It's the team I'm running for.
Okay.
In the marathon. I feel bad. Is Kelly still on the line?
She is.
Kelly! Hi, are you nervous? I'm nervous too, if it makes you feel better.
I am nervous, yes.
Okay, it's cool. Yeah, Kelly, I feel like we hang out on Twitter a lot. I totally know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met you on tour.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty
2 for
good.
2.
That's pretty good.
I don't even see your face. I just know.
Kelly, what did you think of Jax's last song? You loved it?
Love it.
Thanks, man. Oh yeah, I mean, we had a lot of fun with that one.
Yeah.
It just everything happened so fast, and I'm happy.
So, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Again, back
Sorry,
to the
go
whole
ahead.
thing. Now,
I'm confusing.
there's a you got to. Well, no, I'm just thinking about the training. First of all, I'm thinking about
Yes.
this juxtaposition of you're going through radiation treatment.
Yeah, so they told
And
me
you're
at some
running.
point after the surgery, they were like, "Okay, you can finally get up now and actually work." I like to work out a lot, so it was hard to kind of like be in bed rest and not. Do
Now, what
that.
will be the impact of the radiation treatment? How long does it last? Are you expecting? I mean, you're gonna have hair
I'm
loss?
radioactive right now, technically. Like
Yeah.
every time I pee, I have to flush twice. In my house. Too much
God.
information? I don't know.
It was a lot of information.
See, that's why I should have gone radio and talk. I'm like, every time I pee, it's radioactive. No,
Wow.
I'm radioactive right now. Technically, I shouldn't be like around babies and stuff, but they why did everyone look at me so scared right now? You're all infected.
But will there be any effect of that in terms of your hair? Like what's
no,
going to happen?
Well, no, my hair's been it's everything's been pretty solid so far. I have really dry mouth, so I chew a lot of gum. Sometimes it's like the side effects are like nausea and things like that, but I've been pretty cool.
Has it
That's why
affected
I'm
your
working
appetite?
out so much. A little bit. Well, I think it's just the thyroid altogether is screwy with my body, so my appetite's always, I'm either super hungry or I just forget to eat for like 5 days. It's like, it's all over the place. But they're working on regulating the medication. That's like kind of the hardest part for me, I think, at this point, because you won't really know what I need until like a year from now. And the radiation's currently like working in my system now and getting rid of all like any leftover cells and things like that. So, I mean, I'm bad at all the medical part of this, but I know that I can work out and I can run. So if I can be at like the epitome of health that I have control over, that's kind of the point of the marathon.
I think you've taken your attitude that you've had all along as a competitor and you've applied it here to this personal struggle, and it's loud and clear. I mean, you're really doing great.
Thanks. So
Yeah,
I mean,
it's impressive.
I'm pumped to do this. My biggest competitor was always myself.
Yeah.
So this run is really important to me. I think it was literally a topic over breakfast. We were talking. We were like, maybe I should I'm getting back in shape. I want to be like crazy healthy. I want to be the healthiest I can be, and anything I have control over, I want to master it, you know, because I don't have control over a lot right now, and it's hard for me because I'm a total control freak.
Now, when is the next step? What is the next step? You got the song that you're working on.
Yeah,
You've
I have
got the
a
marathon
lot
on
of
the
material
6th.
right now. Well, I leave for LA in a few days.
Okay.
And to do some more writing sessions. At the end of the day, I come together with my team, my family, and everybody, and we kind of pick the single we think works the best. And around the marathon, I think I'm going to need some sort of a second wind. And before the marathon
I
even
think
starts.
you're going to have a lot of fans.
I think I
show
really
up.
want to. I really hope they are, because I know it's an adrenaline rush. Like,
well, first of all, you know, you always have an open invitation to come on. So come on before the marathon.
Oh, hell yeah.
Right?
I'm
so
excited.
come back, you know, we'll talk about that. Because we want to get people out there cheering for you. It does help.
That would be awesome.
Believe it or not.
Because I hear you hit this wall. They were messing with me. They told me there was like an actual wall I had to climb. And I believed it
And you
for a few
believed it,
minutes.
right?
I was
You
like,
were right, of course.
Oh,
of course.
a wall? What wall?
I've
and
only
they were
done.
like, oh, you have to climb the rock wall. You didn't hear?
Yeah,
in the
it's
middle
part
of at 19 miles in.
See, your next step will be the Tough Mudder.
You know, I
That'll be
honestly,
next.
I'm excited, but I'm nervous because I'm already up to kind of like, I can do like maybe like 8 to 10 miles right now. And that,
Oh, so you're fine.
I'm trying.
You're fine.
I'm
Don't
going.
worry
Okay, so
about
here's
it.
my schedule.
Easy.
It looks kind of crazy. That's why it makes me nervous. I go to LA and I'm gonna do a bunch of sessions. By the end of that, I should know which single I'm kind of gonna put out.
Right.
Then I go from LA. I'm doing some charity stuff out in Chicago and Florida. Go to LA to Nashville, back to New York, from New York to Chicago, back to New York, to Jacksonville, to Miami, back to New York, to South Carolina to see my little bro. Graduate boot camp.
You're gonna go. You're gonna go to
I'm
the Paris
going
Island
to the
graduation.
I have to go.
Fantastic.
And then and then I'm going home. Then I'm going to London. So for a week, first week of October, and then after to write out there, get some finalized stuff, and then I have like a week left before the marathon when I get back from that. So I have to make sure I
There's not a lot
train.
of training in there.
There has
that
to
I'm
be.
listening.
I have to make
So,
the time. I
you
have
gotta
to make the time. Yeah.
All right, Jax, I got to tell you, cancer did not slow you down at all. God bless you.
Thanks.
That's
I
awesome.
still talk a lot. I mean, the doctors
That's-
can't do
that's a-
anything about that.
that's a positive
My
thing. Don't
parents,
worry
I'm
about
still
it.
equally as loud. So yeah.
That's all good. All right, you've been listening to Jax from American Idol. Jax,
Hey.
congratulations. We can't
you
wait
so
to see
much.
the new album that comes out, to hear that, and to see you run the
you.
marathon. And listen, you're in our prayers.
Thank you so much.
that
Make sure
everything
you
goes
guys seriously
well.
check out the crowdrise.com/JaxPeck and don't anything. You can donate a penny, $5, whatever you want to do. But it's one of my favorite charities. It's all the kids that were they lost their parents at 9/11 attacks. So that's the team I'm running for. I got the support of my dad, the brothers. So I'm really excited. And make sure donate.
We'll post that link on NJ1015.com, and of course we'll tweet that out.
Thanks. I'm
Thanks,
excited.
Jax.
They're cool people.
Great to see you.
Thanks,
Hang in
dude.
there.
Thanks
Doing
for having
great.
me. Rock and roll.